Hi guys.
Hi.
And welcome back.
Welcome back.
It's been a long time.
It's been quite a few weeks, and like we're always meaning to release a video every week.
But
because we are Africans, next week means next month.
Sometime.
You know. But we've got a special guest with us today.
Hey, John, introduce yourself.
My name is Andu. Andu this, Andu that, Andu this and that.
Andu this,
Andu this,
Andu that. So you know, and
for those of the people that know, they know, and for those who don't
know,
tell us
you're
what
gonna
Andu
know.
Is. Yes,
you're gonna know.
Well, officially on the birth certificate, it's Andulire Sandra Antonia. Okay, Andulire Sandra Antonia, but it just suddenly came up with Andu this, Andu that.
Andu this,
because it was about gossip. People were gossiping me.
Saying Andu this,
Andu this, Andu that. So I was like, you know what?
Let me own the name.
Let me own the name.
Yes.
Copyright.
Everyone was like, ooh, Andu this, Andu that.
And you're like, okay,
yeah, whatever.
So I was like, whatever.
So one fact about Andu that you didn't know, right? Me and my sis are having alcohol, right? Andu doesn't drink
at all.
Not even. So that's one thing you didn't know. You thought Andu
didn't know.
Drinks. Andu doesn't drink.
I didn't know.
Okay.
Not at all.
Do you just not drink, or you?
Not a sip. But if I can tell you how much alcohol is in this house, my goodness.
I've clocked pig gin somewhere.
There's in this house right now.
Yeah.
There's about 10 Courvoisier, 10 Ciroc.
Are you joking?
10 brandy.
Are you serious?
10 Jack Daniels.
My friend. We're gonna get our duvet.
Of course.
No, I've got a handy bag. My handy bag is
Of course, yes.
So anyway, getting into the nitty gritty. So we thought we should have Andu here today. Andu, welcome.
Before we go any further, this is no under 18. So if there's anybody in the house or whatever under 18,
go outside.
Actually, no, under 21. 18 is still 21.
If you're under 21, go outside.
Go outside, play with your friends.
Andu is a professional escort. Now, because obviously us as Black Africans in our culture, you know, it's a bit taboo. We know this has been happening for years. It's a profession that long before people have been this is the oldest profession actually. People have been doing this for time, but I think in our culture it's still like taboo for someone to come out in the open and say it. Most of y'all do it undercover, right?
Oh, yeah.
Right? We've got a book of oils who do it undercover, but obviously data protection.
No snitches.
Oh yeah.
But Andu, the reason why we're so excited to interview her, because she really owns herself.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
She says, this is what I do, this is who I am, like it or lump it, fuck in or fuck off.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
if you're gonna fuck in, pay for it.
Yeah.
If you're gonna if you're not, fuck off. Fuck off.
It's that simple.
It's that simple.
It's that simple.
You know?
Yeah.
So I know people know you because of your profession, right? But people don't know who she is. So we're gonna start from the beginning, right? From down here until we get up there.
Oh, yes.
Because I know like everybody has got a journey. So we thought let's actually get to know Andu. Who she is. Andu, the woman that's not outside her work.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. From the beginning.
So from the beginning, like I know you've got a son.
Oh yeah.
You've got a boy, and
We met.
we met him when we arrived. So take us through your journey, because I think what people don't understand is, did you wake up one day and think, say,
let me do this?
This is what I'm going to do.
Or people are gonna say, there's so many jobs out there. Why?
Yeah.
Like,
or something brought you to this, and then you just thought you found your calling. If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Or there was things that led up to this, or you just woke up one day and said, you know, this is what I'm gonna do. Like what led you to this spot?
Right. You know, internet dating was another thing. There's a lot of people out there who are doing internet dating a lot. where guys are gonna use you and abuse you. I was a serial dater, going from one date to another. I put my makeup on, my lipstick on,
your hair on.
My hair on. Oh my God. It's another date, one of those failed dates.
Yeah.
I go on another date in the evening looking for love. What is love? Looking for a relationship, looking for, like people do.
Yeah.
Going internet dating. Yes. And my goodness, I witnessed so much. And I thought, wow, I might as well get paid for it. I was used. I was fucked. I was shagged. And for nothing. At no cost at all. That is one reason. And also another reason, I've worked in a brothel before. The reason I worked in a brothel, I had no papers to work. When you're in a foreign country, you've got no immigration papers, no work permit, and
you need the money.
And no leave to remain, no work permit, and also no access to benefits. I know you're gonna be thinking, Andu, people have worked in nursing homes who, we've had no papers before. Come on, you're not the only person. Hey, I've been through that journey. So, my goodness, where I've worked in care homes more than all of you. I've done all the looking after the elderly more than all of you. Trust me, I've worked in about 10 nursing homes to my name. I can provide references. But, and I think all that, I was being prepared for this journey of being a good escort. And then after that, I worked with alcoholics in a place called Mary and Joseph. I don't know if you can Google it at some point. Mary and Joseph. They had 40 alcoholics, 40 men. Little did I know that all these things, like working with elderly people, looking after them with love, tender love and care. And then I worked with 40 alcoholics. I looked after those 40 men with tender love and care. Little did I know that all those things was prepared. I was being prepared to be one of the most awesome, outstanding, cherished escorts out there. And I can boldly sit here and tell you that, you know what, Manchester relies on me. Manchester.
Okay.
Yes.
Period.
Okay, period.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
It is what it is, yeah.
Seriously, Manchester, I know there is so many escorts out there. Men
hiding.
Men are spoiled for choice. When it comes to hookers, I'll tell you what, use any phrase you want. Escort, prostitute, sex worker, hooker, it's all one umbrella. So I don't mind. People always ask me, what would you like? What can I call you?
Be disrespectful.
Yes, I don't want to be disrespectful. I don't want to offend you. I don't want to call you a hooker. Oh, come on, you're not a hooker. You're not a prostitute. I'm like, hey, listen,
call me whatever.
Call me whatever.
That's what I am.
Degrading you.
Calling
you a prostitute.
But
then, if you look deeply, it's the same. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. And now it's gotten to that point. People are disguising. Sex workers are disguising themselves as models. They'll tell you they're a model, a carer, whatever. But really, they're sex workers. Where all of us are using our bits.
Yeah, I understand.
To make money.
And this is how I always see it.
Yeah.
I see it that, okay, how many women have slept with men that have abused them, treated them like shit, blocked you afterwards?
Oh, yeah.
How many men have you been through that have, disrespected you and you still slept with them?
Oh, yeah.
And you lost everything, gained nothing. For free. Now imagine all those men that you slept with, if they all paid you,
oh my goodness,
even just 50 quid, count the numbers, girl, because it's not 3, right? Because it's not 3.
No.
Put all the numbers together.
£50 times
the number of all the times and all the people.
Yes.
How much money would
that's
you?
A mortgage for a house.
That's a fucking mortgage. You'd have paid a whole mortgage,
exactly.
bro.
Mortgage for
so that's how I see it. So, if you choose to you know, make a life for yourself because of that.
That's what
That's what
I
it
did
is.
because
Yeah.
I was used on this internet dating, and I thought, geez, you know what?
I'm
One
tired.
date after another, you know, thinking
and the broken promises
yes,
and everything.
thinking this one is after a relationship,
Well,
but
they're
she's
not.
not. That one is after a relationship, but
They're
she's
not.
not. And then I come back home, put
And
my,
you're
you know, take
exhausted.
off my heels.
And you feel
Where's my
sad
face?
afterwards.
Where's my face wipes? You know,
I
makeup
know.
off, and oh God. Back on the login, right?
Yeah,
oh
let me try
my goodness,
again.
you know what I mean? And I know
think a lot of us women, even us now, we are dating. We go through that way. You're thinking, okay, fine, I'm gonna go for this date. This is gonna be the last one.
You know, like literally, it's emotionally
It's emotionally
exhausting.
draining. It's emotionally draining.
By the time you actually go on a date, maybe the person is actually a really nice guy. You are not even engaging because you're just done.
You're just over it.
I'm just
and you're
over
expecting,
it.
you know, or bad.
Yeah.
yes, at the moment, a lot of people, they want the milk, they don't want the full cow. You
Yes.
understand? They
Yes.
want the sex. They don't want
They
the,
don't want
they don't
everything
want
that comes
everything
with
that
it.
comes with it.
Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not here, by the way. We three are not here to encourage or entice
No.
you know, sex work or prostitution. I'm here to talk about me,
Your story.
my story, my journey, my life. And them two are obviously asking me about me. You know, my journey has been draining, but now I found joy.
That's it. And in you, like now you said we're moving with the times.
Yes.
And us being from Africa, us being Africans,
Yes.
in terms of like your family, have they come to a point where they're like, okay, that's her job, or it's almost like coming out.
It's almost like coming out.
Coming
right?
out as a gay person.
Yes.
You don't know
how they're gonna
react.
But
Whether they're gonna love you still, or they're gonna be like,
you know what, we keep our distance.
Yes.
Or when you're doing your thing, do it away from us. Do your
Don't
bring it into our face.
like what's your situation like?
with
Like
family?
when you told them that okay, this is what I'm
or when they find out.
when they found out.
Yeah.
You know, in life, you get to that point where you just think, you know what? Actually,
I don't give a shit.
it's my life, you know.
Okay.
It's my life. You know, because I grew up caged, chained,
Really?
bound by rules and regulations, terms and conditions. I had to abide by strict terms.
yeah.
You know, that life of an African mom and dad who do's and don'ts. Come back home, be home for 4 o'clock. You know, don't chat with that person. They are
This.
they have bad manners. Don't chat with them. I don't like their parents. They've got They don't have them all day
Oh
long.
my god.
All day long. That's how it was all day long.
So you just got to a point where you're like, you know what, I actually
you come
really
back
don't care.
from you come back from school, you just, you know, read your books and then that's it. It ends there, you know, and you cannot I was not allowed to be me. So that's the childhood I had.
Okay.
Where, you know, went to a really good school, brought up with a really good life, you know, whatever, but then I just was not allowed to be caged. You know, where sometimes I wished I didn't have that. I didn't have that, but at least I wish I had freedom.
Yeah,
Yes.
I understand.
So now, every day, trust me, I don't take alcohol, but every day I raise a glass to freedom. To freedom. Every day I wake up. So, you know, how did my parents take it? How did my family take it? They're still digesting it.
Up to now.
They're still digesting it. But however long it takes them, I don't care.
It is what it is.
I don't care.
Yeah, I understand.
Yes, you get to that point where you think, it's my life. Actually, it's my journey. I wasted so much of my life being bound and chained, shackled on my hands, I wasn't allowed to, you know, I was in this narrow box. So for how long?
Yeah, so now when you're yourself, you're like, you
right
know what?
now,
I don't owe anyone anything.
Do you know what?
Yeah.
I still can't believe there's times when I wake up. It's still a dream that, am I seriously this free? Oh my God, so am I seriously just gonna wake up and just
do whatever?
Just be me?
Fuck every Tom, Dick,
I'm
and
gonna be me today.
fuck everybody.
Like-
I'm just going to wake up. I can have anal sex. So No, when you're free, not just get used, get paid for it. My company, my time, I'm a lady of negotiable affection. People negotiate my time
and your
my
affection,
body,
yeah.
my affection. You know, so that part on its own is so beautiful. And you know, how did my parents take it? How did my brothers take it? My sisters take it? My uncles take it? My imagine if you put into consideration how are my uncles gonna take it? You know,
you're going back into that.
So many people
now,
are not living their life because they're considering how is uncle gonna take it?
Yeah.
How is auntie gonna take it?
True. Absolutely.
Auntie this, auntie that. My cousin from the village, that one who raised my dad, that one who raised my, and before you know it,
you're back in that cage.
But then I'm just me.
I understand that.
I just
can
live
understand
my life
that.
unapologetically.
What you said, I think a lot of people can relate in the fact that, of course, not necessarily like with your profession, but a lot of people are kind of in situations where they are not themselves because they are scared of what other people are gonna think or what other people are gonna say, you know. And I always say, like, you don't get do-overs in life. You're not gonna get a do-over. So always try your best just to be yourself. People are gonna like it, people are not gonna like it. It is what it is. It's literally your life, you know. And I actually admire that about you, because you're just like, you know what, this is who I am. I give two shits about it. I don't give two shits about it. I live my life. I'm happy. You know, I've got no weight on my shoulders.
I'll tell you what, I wake up and I'm just so free and like, you know, I can't even explain because I've been bound before. So I know what it is like to be bound.
Yeah.
And I know what it is like to be an escort in secret. You know, remember I've been a hidden escort before. It was actually a sister who exposed me, by the way. You two are sisters, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Where to think about that one? I was actually
You have to think, yeah?
I was thinking.
So, you know.
Oh, really? She's the one that exposed you.
Yeah.
Wow.
So she probably thought I'm gonna commit suicide maybe and whatever. Ooh, okay, watch me. And then I just thought, actually,
thank you.
Actually,
thank you. Weight on your shoulders.
And then on those websites where I was blurring my face, where I was cut chopping,
you're like,
my smile was just there, radiant. You know, and then I just went extravaganza, and then I just took that freedom a little bit extra. A little bit extra.
Wow.
You know, where I was posing with legs closed.
Now you're like,
akimbo.
You know.
You've spoken about what's led you to this. Let's talk about your love life. Now, because we're all females here, we're all women. Women like attention. I know you get loads of attention. Sometimes you get attention from the people that you don't want to get attention from.
Yes, of course.
But at the end of the day, you always want that attention.
There's that just like one person. Do you have somebody in your life right now, or you're happy just being as you are? Because sometimes, you're curled up by the TV, you're watching TV with a cup of tea, you kind of miss that company of a man that you admire, that admires you, just a cuddling like without thinking that this is work, just genuine like relationship. Do you have some? I see you
that smile,
Andu.
That smile is saying a lot.
Is there what's happening in your love life?
This is because you're talking of soul-to-soul connections. I have soul-to-soul connections in my work.
Right.
Yes, and that is enough. People say, "Oh, there's somebody for everybody. There's somebody for everybody."
They always say that.
It's not true.
Okay.
It's not true. There is not somebody for everybody. Oh, love is overrated. I meet people who love their wives to the moon and back. I'm telling you, I meet clients who are absolutely
Obsessed with their wives.
My goodness. You know?
Mm.
Yes, I've got my clients who I look at them and I think, wow, I love the way you love.
Your wife.
Mm.
I
Why
love
are
the way you
here?
love. You know, and then I got into a point I say, what is love? Enjoy the moments. Enjoy the moments. Live in the moment. You know, because even wedding vows, I do.
Mm-hmm.
But do you really?
Do you really? Because you don't know how you're gonna feel in the next 5 years. Live in the, you know, everybody right now is living in the moment.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, like a hooker, an escort, has designed something which is more workable than wedding vows. You understand? So all those men who have said I do, they find themselves with Andu.
With me.
They find themselves with me. They've vowed
get it.
I do.
So why
many
are you
people,
here?
but still, all those at least 20 of them who find themselves with me, but they vowed I do. And as for me, I never reject a man in need. You know, I never reject a man in need. So I always say to myself, okay, so one day, do I want to be on that altar? And the man
And
says to me, I do.
Well, not necessarily at the altar, but just
TLC.
Having someone.
have that one. Do you have that one person
Who is
in
the-
your life?
I'll tell you what, that the one will have another the one.
Yeah,
Oh,
That's what
Okay.
you're trying to say.
Yes. Oh, okay. But then, so with me, I've got a few the ones. A few
Okay,
ones
I get it.
who I enjoy those moments with. Because if I'm going to focus
On the one,
on
you're
the
gonna be
one,
disappointed.
You don't want
then
to then
if I'm going to focus, you know what? Enlarge your territory. Enlarge your territory. People have committed suicide because they focused on the one. People have been disappointed, they've been betrayed, they've been let down.
Lost
But guess
self-esteem.
what? He didn't betray you, you betrayed yourself. You betrayed yourself because your lens, you were so narrowly focused
Narrow.
on that the one. Okay, so imagine I'm focusing on the one. And then I'll start ringing on the one. But you didn't answer the call, you the one. Come on. You've not answered the call, the one. You understand?
I think you know what you're saying is what we've been saying. How
The one, but
now
I'm ringing you.
the dating world has changed.
I'll tell you
It's
what.
different from back in the 90s or whatever, where if you had that the
Life
one,
moves fast.
you knew that the one was you're the one and you're the ones together. But now, like, if you're gonna date that the one, be prepared because that the one
It's going to let you
has got
down.
the ones.
Yeah.
One old man came here, I think he's in his 80s. He came with his brick phone, and out of the blue, he said to me, oh my God, hasn't phones made life so easier? He was like, I remember back in the days, my goodness, when there were no phones, it was so difficult to cheat because then you had to... You understand? And then I
But
remember
that's yeah.
I asked him, I said, so how was it then? Then he started telling me that, oh my, I said, but you still cheated. He said, oh yeah.
Yeah,
oh,
but you wouldn't find
He said,
out.
yes.
Yeah.
He said, but, he said it was, you know, we still cheated, but still not as much as these days,
No,
of course.
no,
But still, we cheated. However, and then he explained how they did it. I was so fascinated.
Wow.
wow. You know?
Oh my God.
Wow. So how our great, our
grandfathers,
great, you know,
fathers,
how they did it. I'm telling you, one day, chat with your grandfather if he's still alive. Just say, Granddad, I know you cheated. How did you do it before the phones came in?
I think our granddad was the boss.
Hey.
Oh no, our granddad was kingpin, isn't
I was
it?
thinking. Thing is, yeah, that's why I think we feel like back then dating was easier because maybe we didn't find out because it was so difficult. If you're gonna call you at 9, he'd call you at 9.
Now sex
If you're
is
gonna
just
sleep,
an app
it's
away.
easy.
An app away. An app away.
Exactly.
It's a click, it's a like,
It's a click,
away.
it's a Tinder, it's a
It's
whatever,
a Tinder,
it's whatever.
it's just an app away. An app away.
It's a picture.
So if somebody is just going to be focusing on the one, I just
You get
focus on moments. If a man comes in and
You're
say,
in the moment.
I'm in the moment and say, you know what, baby, you look beautiful. Wow, I like, you know, what you know, he brings me flowers, he whatever. You know what? I'm focused in the moment. In the moment. And remember, he's paid me.
Yeah.
As we're talking, just always remember, I've been paid. I've been paid. I've got my wage, and I'm also looking at the time, honey. The time's run out. Do
Time
want
for you to go.
You know, yeah, time for you to go. Do you want to renew your another hour? You know, whatever.
Ka-ching.
You know, kitchen, yes. So I'm focusing in the moment.
Yeah.
So if you're gonna tell me, have you got the one?
No.
Don't mess
What
with my
do you
wages.
mean?
Don't mess with my wages, man.
Damn, girl.
What about, I want to ask you this. You know, like, there's just some people that you're not attracted to. Do you ever come across, like, let's say clients that
A
you
lot.
feel,
Of course.
how do you
That
pretend?
even when they touch
you,
you, the skin crawls.
You know what?
And you can't even look at them in the eyes.
I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
This is where I just say it's my calling.
Mm.
It is my calling. And there is one chapter in there which says my calling.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. One chapter is titled my
Okay.
calling. Okay, we'll get to that.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it's like a GP, a doctor, a nurse. A nurse will not only bring in the posh ones, you know, will not
You
only,
get all
will not
sorts.
only accept, a nurse will not only accept the posh people
The
with their
clean ones.
Louis Vuitton handbags and their whatever, you know. A nurse will not only accept those
everyone.
ones, you know.
She'll accept everyone from
Yes,
all walks of life.
Yes, a nurse will not
You have to do
only
your
choose,
job.
a nurse will accept, come as you are. I come as I am. I come as I am. You come as you are. So
Okay.
with me,
That's how
1
you see
minute
it.
from on that door, 1 minute I'm getting a Premier League footballer. 1 minute I'm getting a chief executive of a big company. 1 minute I'm getting a multimillionaire. And the next minute I'm getting a homeless. The next minute I'm getting, you know, just 2 days ago I got a man who was telling me he's been homeless and slept on the bus for the past since, wow, I'm actually tempted to ring him now and just so that you could just even hear
He
his
slept on the
voice.
bus for how long?
For 7 months, and he's just found a home 2 weeks ago. But then he's brushed up, cleaned up, and then thought, right, let me
Let
go
me get
and-
myself some.
Yes, let me get myself some pussy. And you know what? He came in so clean. Do you know he came in cleaner than those who are
At the
loaded,
top.
who are loaded. This man came in much cleaner. I'm telling you, I was so proud of him.
Oh, wow.
I was proud of him from head to toe.
He was looking nice.
Nice, clean. I told him, I said, look, I'm so happy for you. Enjoy the next chapter of your life.
Kind of get into the moment
I just get into the
and
moment.
just
And be like,
because you know with some of
It's my
us,
job.
if you're not attracted to someone and they touch you, it's like
Nah.
yeah, you're like, I start doing this. My body twitches. You know, if you're not attracted to somebody and then they just attempt to even put their hands on your shoulder,
it's just like
I'm a sex worker. Sex.
It's
so
your job.
you get into the
So
moment.
you're having sex.
Yeah.
I'm doing sex,
Sex
work.
work. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So another question.
Yes, darling.
Have you ever then been either been in a serious relationship before, or been married before, or been with someone
Like before all of this.
before all of this?
I was married before.
Oh really?
Yes.
Okay then. Okay, now let's talk.
I've been a missus.
So you've literally been there, done that,
Yeah.
got the t-shirt.
Yeah.
Now it's like
Yeah.
so tell us about that like
Yeah.
you
What
were
was
married
the marriage?
I was,
So Andu said
I
I
was
do.
married.
You saw you even said I do.
I was married to my son's dad.
Dad, yeah.
You even had a ring and you said I do.
He broke my virginity.
Oh.
The first man I slept with, the only man I slept with at that time, first man, only man, had his child and all that. Did all the honest things. Kissed somebody during the marriage and I told him. Kissed somebody, you know, because I was that really faithful, honest. You know,
Yes.
yeah, within me is that really honest
Honest, yeah,
person,
yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
You know, I kissed one person in the marriage and I had to tell him. I just could not.
The guilt
Keep it
was
to yourself.
I just could not. So that night, I remember, you know, when we turned off the lights, I said, I need to tell you something. I just kissed someone. And I remember he switched on the lights and said, what? I said, yeah, I kissed someone. You know?
that was Andu trying to come out.
Me, I would have just kept quiet.
No, I told him. Yeah, so that was that. And been married before, did know nothing about how to give a blowjob, and I'm sure by now my ex-husband just looks at my porn videos, because my porn videos do go around, you know, and that is me boasting that watch me, because I love to boast what I enjoy doing. I enjoy deep throating. I enjoy my job, you know, just like you makeup artists. You like posting your skills, your skills on Instagram or Snapchat.
It's the same thing.
It's the same thing. When I'm doing that deep throat, that twerking, when I'm doing all that, I want to post my skills.
And show your skills.
Yeah.
So,
I'm sure.
We have a discussion about the deep throat.
Okay.
After this.
Yeah.
Side conversation.
Don't you worry. So I'm sure he just watches those and thinks, oh,
wow.
Is that her? You know, is that really her? Because sex improves with, you know, just like makeup.
With time and age.
You know.
The more you practice
makes
the
perfect.
better you get
Practice
at it.
makes perfect.
Yeah,
And right now,
get it.
I just look at a dick. Like this morning, you know, when you rang me to say you're on the way, you know, you're setting off, blah, blah, blah. I was with a client, wasn't I? Yes, I looked at his dick and I just knew exactly what he needs. He needs this toy, that toy, you know.
Really?
Yeah. You know, I just look at a dick, I know exactly.
You know exactly
you know,
what to do with it.
Yes.
Okay. Doctor.
You know, now, I am. I am.
Completely. So you literally know their needs when you see them there.
I see it.
And you see them, you know what they need. You diagnose them and then you know exactly what they need.
Exactly. Right now, you know, I am such an expert in sex. I know that this man needs to be in this position in order to enjoy the sex. This man with his BMI and his dick and his whatever, let me fuck him like this, on this angle, put him on this angle, and you know, do this. He's gonna enjoy it. So some men will say, no, I want it this way. I'm like,
sit down,
chill.
So
So sometimes because I want to, so sometimes because I want to just prove a point, I'm like, okay, try your way. And then after a second, it's like, I'm like,
I told you.
You should listen to the doctor.
exactly. I love sex.
That's good.
I love sex and everything that comes with it. I love sex. But
So you don't have days where you're just like, "Ugh, I can't be bothered.
every day is a day to have sex.
Damn, girl.
There's not one day where you feel like, okay, today's Sunday.
There's always somebody who will put me in the mood.
Okay.
So you don't have days off. Like today I'm just not answering the phone. Today I'm not in the mood. I just want to
My
relax.
sex is my relaxation.
Serious? So you
work, I'll
absolutely
tell you what,
love it.
my work is my relaxation. And guess what? I'm not an nymphomaniac. I'm not a sex addict. My work heals me. My work is the soothing. You know, I've gone through so much. That's why I'm saying you're both going with a copy of this, because I want you to
Understand.
really also understand and get into my psychology, get into my head. My sex is, you know, my sex work is beyond a job.
It's like a healing.
It's a calling, and wow, beyond healing me, I meet other people. We kind of heal each other.
I understand. what you
Yes,
mean.
and my goodness, sometimes a client goes, I'm missing them. I'm missing a client. A client goes, I'm missing a client. Not just that I'm missing the money, I'm missing company. I'm missing a stranger.
And
You know, because I just never know who's the next person who comes
gonna come through that
who
door.
walks through that door. Last night, a joiner. I said, you know what? My drawer, blah blah blah, in my kitchen. Within a second, he said, have you got a screwdriver? Yes, I've got it. You know.
Done.
bam, 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 done.
Am I getting a discount? I said, no.
No.
Bam, 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 done. It was sorted.
You know, it's like I've got everything, all jacks of all trades.
All in one.
All in one.
So you mentioned your work is like your healing and your soothing, and what is it that you've gone through that makes you feel like your job and what you do is what keeps you sane?
You know, when you've lived your life bound, like I said earlier, in my job, I'm my boss.
Yeah.
You know, I take control. I'm the head, not the tail. But then when you had a marriage where you were put down. And then you had parents who you just had to abide. You had no say.
Yeah.
You know, you just had to follow the rules. You know, have a bath at 4 o'clock, do this, do's and don'ts. And then in my job, I have authority. I have dominion. I have the power. I have, I'm in control.
Of everything.
I take the lead. You know, I'm the head, not the tail. I'm above, not beneath. You know, yes. And I meet some of these like chief executives, judges. You know,
You meet everyone.
yes. 1 minute they're here with me, the next minute they're in court sentencing somebody to 12 years in prison.
Yeah.
Wow.
But that
Full
minute,
stop.
yes, that you know that person has got no say. Whatever that judge says
Goes.
goes.
Yeah.
But when they're with me,
Yeah. They're yours.
they're mine.
Yes.
They
I
they
understand.
surrender all that power
To you.
to me.
I understand.
So you get you get obsessed with that.
Apart from the Africans that are saying, oh, this is taboo, we've got the Christians that say, oh, that is the devil's work. She is the devil. She is doing this. She's this and this. Like, in terms of religion, are you Christian? Are you like just a spiritual person? I see you've got stones.
First of all, let me just tell you, I have met more pastors than you all.
Without mentioning names.
Have I not been saying though?
Names.
That it's in them. But anyway.
Between us here, we're going to discuss it.
Yeah. Between these thighs here.
Yes.
So many pastors have come here. Reverends,
I always say this.
pastors.
I always say this.
You know, there's one pastor who will even say to me, hey, let me see how the tithe is going to be paid this week. I'll do an overnight booking.
I always say this.
Simple as that.
Oh my
Good night and
God.
Thank you.
So I'm like, then do an extra offering plate now. He said, you're right. You're right.
So
And then you even ring me, these bastards, these tight bastards. You know, this week he's not been good. And then when he's made good money, he'll do an overnight booking here. What is religion? Yes, you know what? I'll tell you what. Judge not, you will not be judged.
Amen.
There is no one holy.
I always say
no one
this.
holy. What is holiness? What is holiness when Andu has fucked so many pastors?
holy men.
So many
In
holy
quotes.
men. So many holy men.
So like
During the month of Ramadan, for example, during the month of Ramadan,
No, you can't tell me you're sleeping here because they'll be praying.
they'll be busy fasting. They'll be fasting. Stop it.
What?
And here we are. So speaking of which, obviously you've had some scandals, right? Where I think, if I'm not mistaken, years ago you were in the paper because of we won't mention names.
Of course, yeah.
Because of 1, 2, 3 people. 1, 2, 2, 1, 2.
Well,
Two. This is years ago.
Yeah.
2. It was 2. What? Was it brothers? Yeah. But famous.
Okay, yeah. Yes.
So, how did it get for you then to get to the paper? Like, did you go to the paper? Did the paper find you? What had happened? And at that time, did you know that the people were who they were? We can say that they're professional. They're footballers.
Of course, yeah.
They're
well,
footballers.
it's been out there, so yeah.
So, but we don't.
Well,
We're not
has
going to mention the names, but they were like footballers, and you're actually in the paper.
Yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Why? What happened?
What happened?
for you to be in?
Yeah, what happened? Sorry.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I was fucking this footballer who is extremely famous, but because I don't follow football,
You didn't know.
I didn't know.
Mm.
It was my neighbor upstairs who questioned me, like, who came to your house last night?
Mm.
And then I was thinking, why is he doing a nosy? But obviously he was thinking, I must have seen that Manchester City guy. You know? Yeah. I must have seen that Manchester City guy. Or was I dreaming or whatever? Yeah, so I just thought, okay. Let me go online
And try Google.
and try and Google. Oh my goodness. I thought, wow. So all this time I've been fucking one of the most famous footballers, Manchester
You could
City.
have been charged £2,000, right?
You know
for the
what?
hour.
But still, I thought, no. The thing is, it should have just been him looking after me. Because this is a man, this is a guy I made so happy. You understand? But also he disguised himself so well that I actually thought he was just maybe a security guard in Tesco or Morrison somewhere. Trust me, he would come in, sit over there, and sometimes, you know, I'm having a bath, I'm like, you can make yourself useful, at least make yourself useful. I'm telling you, and he was just so nice and polite, you know. So we fought for about 2 years, and the thing is, he knew my struggles, so I got quite angry.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Makes sense.
So I wasn't excited. You get it? I wasn't excited. I thought, seriously, you. Then some things, I looked back, I was like, that's why that day I said to you, can you pass by Tesco and get me this.
And he didn't.
And then you didn't. Okay, because you're one of the most famous Man City players. Okay. You know, and then I started putting two and two together. Things made sense. Wow. And then the brother, it's okay if people work it out, because it's been
let them calculate themselves.
By themselves.
Go by yourself. Yes.
The brother one day rang me with the same accent, but then I thought it was this same. It's him who plays for City. Are you available? Blah blah blah. So he comes round. I just knew. By then I had googled that one. I just knew that it's the brother. Okay. So the
brother was also.
The brother comes in.
Was he also a footballer?
Yeah, the brother played for Liverpool.
Okay.
Yes, the brother played for Liverpool. Both of them Premier League guys. Yeah. So the brother comes in with his black Mercedes, sunglasses, disguised, and then the next thing, okay, we did whatever. He gave me a £10 tip. £10 tip.
Oh Lord.
£10 tip. That is now him not knowing I know he's a footballer, and then me thinking, you footballer, £10 tip. Anyway, he goes. The next thing, he invites me to his house, a mansion. But then, as soon as I get there, my parents have gone out, because he's now disguising that
this is parents' house.
My parents have gone out. You know, yes, my parents have gone out. Then we started, you know, he's enjoying the sex. You know, even, wow, the sex was fire. With this Liverpool one more than the City one. Yeah. With this Liverpool one, he starts, wow, it was just fire. But still, come on, I know it's fire, but at least pay me more.
Extra.
You know what I mean? And I had to drive all the way to Prestbury, near Elderly Edge there. It's quite far. It's about 40 minutes drive, you know? So I'll go in the morning and the evening. And one day I say to him, anyway, one day he caught me red-handed. Red-handed, taking a video. Remember, this is a guy who doesn't know that I know. Yes. So he catches me red-handed, taking a video.
Right.
So that's him. We're in this self-contained room, the guest room. So after the sex, he goes in the bathroom to clean himself up after the rompy sex. Yeah. So there I am trying to
take a video.
Yeah, I'm usually good at it, but then obviously he's
for some
also
reason
he's
paranoid.
Yeah. And then he said, "What are you doing?" Oh, nothing. I'm just trying to put my sat nav back home. You know. He said, "Show me your phone."
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Come on, what do you think? Show me your phone. If you're just doing the sat nav, show me your phone.
And you're like,
now my heart starts beating. This is a mansion, and it's just the two of us.
And you're in the middle of nowhere.
I'm in the middle of nowhere in a mansion.
Yeah.
And what is this person going to do to me? You know, now that he knows he's a Premier League footballer who is married, the wife and kids have gone to France. What is he going to do to me? I start trembling. He's got my phone at this point. and I just couldn't compose myself. At this point now, he's looking at. He sees the video. He said, "Oh, are you taking a video?
Oh my God.
Or are you taking a video?" He says, "No, I was just taking." Oh, he said, "Oh, come on." And then he goes to the calls. I actually saved his name. You know, I saved his number
name.
And his name. So he knew that now you knew who
Yeah,
he
so
was.
he says, "So you know me?" I said, "Yeah."
Mm.
"And why were you taking a video?" I said, "Look, I'm really sorry." The only way out was for me to tell him that I've been shagging his brother for the past 2 years.
Okay.
That was the only way out.
Okay.
Yes. I said, "Look, let me explain." And at that time, my heart was beating. I was really scared, nervous. That is he angry? What's gonna happen at this moment? I'm vulnerable. At this point, I am vulnerable. So I said, "Look," I took my phone. He said, "This is your brother's number, isn't it?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "Okay, you ring your brother now.
Ask him.
Ask him. I've been fighting your brother for 2 years.
2 years
Have you
now.
ever heard anything? Have I ever said anything? Your brother is more famous than you. If I was
He
gonna
can
do
vouch for
anything,
me.
you know, he can vouch for me. You ring him now."
Yeah, if I was gonna do anything, it would
Yeah,
be
and
with
at that
your
time it
brother.
was around 6 in the morning. He said, "Well, it's too early. I can't be ringing him now." But anyway, I said, "Okay." So he said, "Yeah, but why were you taking the video?" So at that moment he believed me,
And then
he started calming. You know, he calmed down. But still, why were you taking the video? Just anyway, then he started getting jealous. "Okay, who fucks you better, me or my brother?"
Oh, bloody hell.
On that note, hold on. Is this story in here?
Yes.
Okay. Wait. Confessions.
Okay, justified. Wait.
Wait.
Push it
It
back.
needs
Back
to
a
focus.
Yeah.
Confessions, right, of a justified hooker.
Yeah.
There we go.
Where can we buy this book?
Please,
So we can
you
put
see some
them
of these stories that we're like dipping into.
Yeah. So
There-
Everything in detail.
They're in this fantabulous
is in
book.
there.
Me and my sis are actually gonna have a copy,
copy.
and we're gonna read them, and we're gonna know.
Actually,
all the
I
secrets.
feel like after we read, we're gonna have a part 2.
Part 2 to
And
come
come
back
back because
questions.
now we'll have questions.
Yeah.
We'll
so
come back with our questions after studying the book.
So give us the story without giving everything, so that people can be what?
All right.
Suspense.
Yes.
Leave suspense.
Okay,
Leave
okay.
suspense. But go on, and
Yes.
then
Okay. So anyway, next question.
yeah, boom. Okay, this.
I mean, it's only about how many pages? How many chapters? About 40 chapters, seriously. And it's like juicy.
Confessions.
It's juicy.
It's on Amazon.
And Waterstones.
What's
In
that?
Waterstones.
Waterstones
is
the
one of
shop, the
shops.
bookshop.
Yeah, one of the
Fantastic,
bookshops.
and it's on
Really?
Amazon. So
And
you all
how
can
much is
grab
a
this.
copy?
You can get an ebook. I think ebook is $3.99, but then the hard copy is
$9.
$9.99.
$9.99.
Yes.
Does it have an
Three-
audio? Does it have an audio?
Not yet,
Not
no.
yet. Okay, but you'll need.
$3.99, $9.99.
You all need to.
guys,
You see
come
all
on.
these stories that we're dipping in: the pastors,
The pastor
and the football players, and the judges.
everyone, everything
So,
is
Everything,
in
everything,
detail.
everything.
What we're gonna do is we're gonna go and study. We're gonna have study nights
Everything.
where we
Well, we read, and then we write down questions
notes
for
and
the
then come
next
back for
time.
part 2. But yeah, so how did the story then leak? Just jump to that part so that you don't give them
I got
information.
so
Yeah.
annoyed
Pass
when
all
I
this.
told when I told him that, look, that day I went to his house twice, in the morning
And
and,
at
then
night.
at night.
Mhm.
So I told him, I said, look, at least pay me fairly.
something.
You know, come on.
Mm.
Come on. And then he asked me one question. Oh, come on, how much is petrol?
You wanna know the rest?
It's in
I
the
think
book.
I'm just gonna sit like this. I'm just gonna sit like this.
So,
Because it's like-
have you ever been in situations where, okay, and I want to know if this is also in your book, where it's been women that you know, or friends of friends, husbands, that have actually come to see you, and have you ever been in situations like that?
It's
And if you have, do you still treat it like professional? Like, okay, as a client as usual, it's none of my business what happens in their household. Or you feel an itch to say, my friend.
Do you know? Wow, it just dawns on me each time that I am so many men's fantasy.
Yeah.
Yeah, friends, husbands, you know, I'm their fantasy. Not that I am any better than their girlfriends or their wives, let me put that straight. But then men will always fantasize. You know, men will always fantasize, maybe because my porn is out there, and also sometimes because their girlfriends or wives gossip me to
Do you
them.
have anything like that in the book?
Let's see, about the curiosity. Yes, there is. Yeah. You know, this book, there is so much, you know,
so much
little
space.
stories,
It's
short
bigger
stories. It's just me. In this book, I literally just cut myself and bled into there. Yeah, so there is me in there. But yeah, people are so mystified,
Curiosity.
and and most of the time it's their own wives and girlfriends who go to them and gossip about
not knowing
that they're actually turning on
their husband.
Yes.
Yeah.
I had one man who actually stole my phone number from his wife's phone because every time the wife was just couldn't stop. The wife couldn't stop. The wife couldn't stop talking trash about me. Talking trash about me. That that bitch, that prostitute, that prostitute.
You're like,
my goodness, that the man
was here.
The man wanted
prostitute vibes.
Ooh.
So you know, like your clients, is it just only men, or do you sometimes get women?
Men.
Okay.
But women sometimes who want to watch me with their husbands. Yeah.
I feel like a lot of shit is going on that we don't know about.
There's things that are happening
in the world
that we're here busy doing
so she
eyebrows
just sits
and makeup.
and just watches.
Yeah.
Does she join in?
No, some will just watch. They'll literally just watch their husband or boyfriend enjoy me because they know that, you know what, just do it in my presence.
How many, I don't know how comfortable you're answering this, how many clients do you generally see a day on average? On an average day, how many, or in a week on average, how many clients do you see?
In a day, sometimes 3 or 4. Yes, but then I can have one person who wants to spend a quality time and spend, you know, the day with me, the night with me. So it's not about how many, it's about quality, not quantity.
The time.
You know, the time.
I get it.
But if you're trying to ask, what am I capable of fucking? How many am I capable? Was that the question? Maybe
you can answer it. You can put it that way. You can put it that way.
How many am I capable of fucking in a day?
In a day, what is your
how many have I? The maximum.
Yes,
the maximum that you've done
that
in
I've
a
ever
day.
done
in a day.
I think a woman. You know what? Women are beautiful. Women are
godly creatures.
You know, we are so precious. We run the world. You know, I believe Ariana Grande, when she sang that song, God is a woman.
Yes.
Yeah. She's so right. She's so...
How many are we talking here?
Hey! God is a woman.
I love that answer. Did you see the answer?
Wait. Okay, roughly. Because I need to get a rough estimate. So roughly
I've worked in a brothel before.
Okay.
A brothel is a sex place. Where I worked for them. Before I became an independent escort. A brothel, self-employed. Yes. So you'd have men coming in and just choosing, I want hers, you know, they'll be in and out. And then at the end of the day, when they're giving you your money, because they don't hand you over the money, they hand the money to the receptionist.
Okay. Yeah.
So I remember one day the receptionist is giving me the money and telling me how many. I was like, oh my God, all that money. you know, of course not a lot because they take some money.
Yeah, money, yeah,
but still I was thinking, wow,
it's a lot of money, yeah.
you know, all that money. Okay, how many have I done? She looked at me and said, you've done 21.
Girl!
In one day.
Because God is a woman.
Okay, Andu.
Girl!
Hey! What?
Yes. And then I said, okay. Then I was like, okay, right. I started thinking, wow, I've forgotten most of them because...
Yeah, you can't remember.
Yes, you can't remember because some of them will be in and out. Some of them, it will be like a microwave service.
Mm-hmm.
A microwave service. They've already got a hard on.
Yeah.
They've just come to come.
Okay.
Okay. You must be real tired when
It's
you
not-
get
no.
on your bed at night.
No. I was surprised because I had room for more. That's why I was thinking, okay, it's time to go home.
Already?
All this money, what do you mean I've had 21? What are you trying to tell me?
Another interesting question. Have you ever had a customer or a client that wears you out so much that
you
just,
yourself, you're like,
you know,
I
what?
can't do
Today I can't.
go. Actually,
because this person
here's 20 pounds back, go.
who is just completely worn
You know
out.
what? I do get those ones. They are downright annoying, frustrating.
Mm-hmm.
I lose my patience. I start to get angry.
And you're like, go.
I'm thinking, you know what?
Go.
I like to enjoy what I do, but then you
yeah.
have taken
You
those
take too far.
You've taken those 3 Viagras. You get your money's worth, and you're thinking that's what I need, and then I just say, look,
go.
then my mood starts changing, and the person can see
You
that
can sense that
you know,
you're
can
not.
sense that I'm not there.
Yeah.
I'm not
yeah.
feeling it,
Mm.
and then I just become this hostile person.
And then them themselves are like,
They're like, nah,
And then I just say, right,
I'm done.
I'm done.
you know, right. The fun is over. Let's call it.
And in terms of orgasms, do you do regularly or sometimes? Because you know, like for women already,
It's rare.
it's difficult-ish to orgasm every time you have sex, unless if that person really knows your body. But like for you,
Yeah.
you know, do you orgasm regularly, or is it like there's that one client, or sometimes?
No, sometimes it's just that the stranger who comes and just presses the right button.
The right buttons
That's it,
and gets
yeah.
That stranger who presses the right button. Because when I have an orgasm,
Yeah.
it takes a big chunk out of me when I come.
Yeah.
When I come, it really drains me.
Yeah,
So I'm
and you
thinking,
can't go
hey,
on again.
I'm thinking, come on, the night is still young, the day is still young, you know, and to save it.
Oh my gosh, we are
Save
gonna
it.
have to come back for a part
For
two.
part two.
We're gonna go and read this and then come back. But we're
it's
gonna
so
put
big, yeah. All her
all her
details,
information,
all the
everything. We're gonna put them
information.
down. Even where to find the book and how much it is.
It's been so much fun,
It's
guys.
been so much fun.
It's been so much fun
seriously.
having you. It was nice having you. We've
Thanks so
downloaded
much.
it and
We're still
learned a lot.
downloading.
So,
Guys, thank you so
coming,
much for
Andy.
sharing, subscribing, support her as well, and we'll see you next time for a possible part 2.